Why are you chomping? I'm just going to get, when I do the merch collection for him, I'm just going to have an emote and just call it Chomp. It's going to be a thing. Ah! Oh, she's barely started this one. Okay, so this is completely new. Right, drop your mother. Drop your mother. I simp for Solace, I simp for Raph. I mean, I simp for everybody at this point. A street light on the corner watches the few pedestrians walk along a desolate road. Moths dance around its light. Night descends. Hidden dangers stir, ready to emerge from the shadows. The abandoned building tucked away in the southern district have long since become lairs for the predators.
Our stakeout paid off. Look, we've got ourselves an enforcer.
We'll take out every big shot that comes down here. We'll kill them and toss their corpses to the dogs.
Or the cats. I mean, he eats human. He does eat human. I'm joking, he doesn't eat human. He couldn't hurt his mama. He just chomps a lot. But he's alright.
They see us as monsters and want us dead. In that case, let's turn this city into a place where monsters have the final say.
Yeah, how about no? Chomping is affection, is it though? A dull ache spreads from my forehead to my limbs. Blood blurs my vision. I can't even muster the strength to get up. I was in the southern district to gather information, but it looks like I'll die at the hands of these two predators instead.
Didn't you forget something?
A cold voice breaks the silence.
Get lost before I change my mind.
If only Jay was here. The figure walks into the light. He's approaching me. Ah! That voice and tone are unmistakably familiar. He looked... Oh my god. I frantically try to wipe away the blood blurring my vision. I look up at the newcomer in disbelief. Raph...
You've got guts, Enforcer. You actually showed up in a place like this.
There's been so many times I've been tempted to dye my hair like Rafayel's and I see how much it's going to cost me and how much maintenance and I think, nope. Giving K-pop. Right, Loki, I love you. But can you calm down on the chomping? Because you're starting to hurt your mum. Stop. Look at him. He is so frisky. Drop your mother because you're beginning to scratch her. That is not good. Drop your mother. Thank you. Now you're being naughty. Give him catnip. No. He doesn't like catnip. Get that. He doesn't like catnip. Instead, he just shows off his toe beans for free. Right. Stop trying to kick my phone. There you go. Raph and Zave look so idols with it. They do. A pool of blood stains his shoes. He bends down and picks up an ID card from it.
LCBI Operations, Sector 1, Special Enforcer.
That's me.
They say you're looking for a predator named Tamino. He's a notorious criminal. He's capable of committing any evil deed. A regular face on your internal lists, so they say.
When he talks in this low voice... Chef's kiss. Oh dear. Very accurate, Sleek, very accurate. He moves closer and kneels down. Suddenly that familiar face appears before me once again.
So, is the world's strictest enforcer planning to arrest me again? What game should we play to commemorate the occasion?
Again? Oh, I'm sensing some spice going on between those two. Also, this teabag is very hot. Ah! Recently, the crime rate among Lincoln's predators has risen to 70%. These individuals who have gone under a mutation blended in with the general population and possess strength far beyond the average human. Their tenacities for extreme violence turn the city into a playground for their destructive revelry. To address the growing unrest, the authorities invested heavily in a combat program against the predators, IEDS. No, you can't just gloop, gloop, gloop right now. This special initiative aimed to produce robots that could deal with the predators. Oh, Christ. Yeah, because when we get AI involved in these things, that always goes well. Not. The predators who were apprehended served as ideal test subjects for it. Sorry, guys, I'm not a big fan of AI. Just saying. I don't like the power it possesses. As the weekly morning meeting ended, I stretched my aching back and made my way to the conference room. Suddenly, someone called me over.
Wait, could you stay behind for a moment?
No! Here comes the troublesome assignment. Winra was the secretary of the operations sector manager. She handled almost all the assignments and arrangements, big and small, within the LCBI.
There's an important task I need to discuss with you.
How about now? I nodded and pulled out a chair to sit down again. Winra turned and gestured to the holographic display she brought up.
You must have heard about it during our meeting earlier, yes? Given the annual increase in crime rate among our city's predators, the LCBI has been encouraged to adopt more aggressive countermeasures. The IEDS program has already begun. We'll be selecting a suitable test subject from the pool of predators we've detained.
Oh, really?
This individual will need a suitable supervisor.
Supervisor, eh? Winra's words carried a hidden meaning, and my heart sank. A chance encounter during my childhood revealed that I was immune to the predator virus. Maybe there was a special antibody in my blood, but for my own safety, I never shared this secret with anyone. Assuming they hadn't found out about it, why would they ask me for?
Your resume said you're friendly and have good communication skills.
I mean, that's a bit of a stretch, because I can be a right mega bitch, and the fact that I have the communication skills of a squirrel. So, and while saying that, I have worked in customer service for like 7 years. So, I would say my communication skills are decent, but not good. That's not how I would explain it. She's sassy as fuck, though. Oh, yeah. Mim has got the sarcasm. Because you are a Leo. Ugh, don't fucking remind me. I'm like the polar opposite of a pissing Leo. Because Leos are supposed to be confident. Meanwhile, me, I can't leave the house without makeup on. So, fun times. Noticing my weariness and confusion, Winra patted me on the shoulder.
And more importantly, you were born in the Southern District where the predators gather. You're familiar with their behavior.
Bruh. Give me your birth time. 12:59 p.m. Don't ask how I know that off the top of my head.
TBI has decided to entrust you with this important assignment.
Date and time. 4th of August, 1999. Born at 12:59 p.m. I'ma figure you out. Oh, God. I get worried when Frida says that. But yeah, I'm a Leo. And Kate's a Virgo. Do I have the right to refuse?
No, but we will provide you with the best health insurance.
Oh yeah, so generous. Give me health insurance. I'm probably gonna die. Noting my slight relief, she gave me a kind smile and continued
The
speaking.
situation isn't as dire as you think it is. Take a look at the file.
How about no? Yoink. Name, Rafayel. Shit. Age, 24. Birthplace, Veronica. Occupation, opera singer. Former. No, it was... I will put it in chat for you. So, oh wait, yeah, you guys put the day before the month, don't you? So, because you guys are fucking weird. There you go. I'm a Gemini. Whoa. So, yeah, 4th of August, 1999, 12:59 p.m. was when I was born. Because I wanted to be fucking awkward. A famous opera singer from Verona, a town renowned for the arts. The leading actor in Siren's Song. That's a link to his anecdote. 2 years ago, he was accidentally injured during an attack and became a predator. He suffers from memory loss. Personality, independent and reclusive, avoids communicating with others, shows no apparent aggression towards non-predators, does not socialize with other predators, prefers to be alone. Threat level, triple S class. Makes you wonder what Rafayel did to get triple S. As the elevator doors opened, Winra and I entered the LCBI's command center, which was located on the B1 floor. So my job is to monitor this predator who goes by the name Rafayel.
Correct. Like other Triple S class predators, he possesses strength that far surpasses a non-predator's capabilities.
Excuse you, day before month is the only correct way to spell a date. Thank you. Someone, literally, I was filling out a form in the United States because I was going into like an 18 plus area and I had to fill out a form. And they pulled me to the side because obviously my birthday's on the 4th of August. So in American language, that'd be 08.04. But I put it as 04.08. Right? And do you know what the funniest shit is? They genuinely took one look at me, and as soon as they asked me to speak, and I said, is there a problem? They go, that's the problem, you're British, because this don't look right. It doesn't match up with your ID. And I got very confused. I do day/month/year. Yeah, same as me. Honestly. Why you Americans put the month before the day, I don't know.
Even though he lost most of his memories and appears emotionless, he still possesses a strong sense of self. The official assessment of his frenzy index has been recorded. It's very low.
Mimby, yeah? What have I done? Wasn't me.
As long as nothing unexpected occurs, he won't pose a threat to you.
What if he does? What, hospital? Okay. Hold on. Why are we now talking about shit?
Of course.
I pressed the button. As if anticipating my question, she handed me another document. Why do I need to specify what hospital? Because that's kind of leaking where I am. No, actually, wait, no, I'm not. I'm not even in that city anymore. I was born in St. Michael's Hospital in Bristol, in England. Why? What have I done? It wasn't me. Of course, we have a backup in case things go awry. Of course you do. Ah! Let me
We have a
in.
backup plan in case things go awry. These predators have been implanted with control devices for pacification. They're directly linked to your equipment.
Can it have the opposite effect? Because I like to excite my predators.
If he enters a frenzied state, you're the only one who can pacify him.
Noted. If Frida's about to send the FBI to your doorstep, honestly, I'm scared if they do ever turn up to my door. I would rather bow to the crown than live in this crappy country. What do you mean? Our king's not going to even last that much longer. He's old. Honestly, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's getting treated for cancer at the moment, I think. Or is that Princess Kate? I don't know. I don't keep up with the monarchy. That mug is cute. I know. Look, it's got a fox on it. I don't care. I have my preference. I mean, fair enough. I knew what happened when a predator went into a frenzy. When a predator displayed animalistic, predatory behavior, they attacked everyone they perceived as prey until their target was dead. Either you become a predator too, or you died. As the gravity of the situation set off alarms in my head, Winra opened her mouth.
I must remind you that even the most experienced animal tripper
Mm.
the best of luck.
I didn't even press the screen. Oh dear. As I stepped into the testing area for combat simulation, panicked cries rang out.
The predator has escaped. Where's his supervisor? Hurry up and find him. He couldn't have gone far.
I'm sorry, but you let him escape and you want me to clean up your fucking mess. Bruh.
Would you look at that? Your first assignment is here.
Bitch. Huh? Amidst the chaos, she solemnly placed her hands on my shoulders.
The future of the LCBI is in your hands.
No fucking pressure. Okay. During the evening rush hour, the congested roads erupted with screams in every direction. An office worker was attacked by a frenzied predator in public. Enforcers quickly arrived on the scene and shot both individuals. They died. The two bodies were loaded into a salvage vehicle which quickly drove away. Only dust was left in its wake. The onlookers dispersed without a second glance. They were unfazed by the incident, and the intersection swiftly returned to its usual hustle and bustle as if nothing happened. Attacks like this occurred in the city every day. I'm so close to the target. Why haven't I seen anyone yet? Hi, buddy. Oh, I let out a sigh as I followed the blinking red dot on my tracker into a narrow alley, searching for the predator I had yet to meet. In the dim light, I saw him standing before an old vending machine, seemingly staring at the items inside. It's him! The predator's hearing was good. Too good, in fact. Before I could even get close, he whipped his head round to face me.
Got any spare change?
By the way, I sent Mimby her full birth chart. Oh my god, I could do that as a video now. Don't you dare jump on the power button, you little shit. Hold on, I don't trust him. Loki, come here, baby. Perfect music to do this to as well. He literally just got zoomies and jumped on the PC and I got scared he jumped on the bloody computer. Please, I love him. I couldn't let my guard down. I reached for the reinforced handcuffs attached to my waist, but my hand grabbed nothing. He raised his hand and waved the cut handcuffs he swiped right under my nose, his expression a mix of surprise.
Oh, your eyes are working. You must be mute then. Has the LCBI lowered its standards?
Bruh.
If you don't have any money, forget I even asked.
I buy you everything, Pookie. As he turned to leave, I lunged forward and grabbed the chain around his neck. Stop right there. Also, thanks for following Mara as well. Much appreciated. What flavor do you want?
Honey, do...
He's a material girl. Love it. He's the little one. It's okay, the little buddy. The item slid out of the vending machine and I handed Rafayel the honeydew flavoured yogurt drink. Finally, I had a chance to observe the predator standing right before me. The fate of this city didn't rest in my hands, but letting a dangerous predator like him run around would definitely destroy my already limited career prospects.
If you're going home, you might want to take the long way round.
Huh? Raphael tore the straw's packaging with his teeth and his gaze drifted to the pitch black end of the alley.
You smell it?
Smell what?
Blood.
Eh?
A blood donation van on North Cloudwater Road got into a pileup. It's only 2 blocks away from here.
Just says that so casually, nonchalant. He spoke cheerfully, but there was a playful look in his eyes.
During the day, the predators suppress their instincts and blend in with the crowd. But at night, that's when they come out to feed. I bet those predators are starving after catching a whiff of blood.
As if on cue, the unmistakable sound of flesh being torn apart resounded behind a mountain of garbage.
It looks like we're out of time.
Oh my god. A nauseating stench permitted the air as shadowy figures emerged from the abandoned buildings. They converged onto the street. The group grew in number. They entered the narrow alley like a swarm of ants. Raphael flicked his wrist and tossed the yogurt container into a nearby trash can, and then politely waved goodbye.
Farewell, walking buffet.
Bitch, what did you just call me? Oh god. In the blink of an eye, he appeared on the roof of a nearby building. Smelling the scent of a living creature, the lower class predators moved faster. They were heading towards my position. I gritted my teeth as I held the gun in my hand. 6 bullets wouldn't be enough for me to fight my way out when there was this many predators. If I wanted to make it out alive, I needed that combat-ready predator to help me. 5 yogurt drinks. Any flavor you want. In the dim glow of the streetlight, his ears twitched ever so slightly. And then he turned to me.
Are you trying to bribe me?
Yes. He appeared on a car roof and leaned down. Smirking, he held out his hand.
50 bottles.
10. We really bargaining at a time like this. Oh my god, he's such a deep. Love it. 20.
Death's knocking at your door and you're still trying to bargain?
Yes. Think about it. If I die here, you won't find another enforcer who's willing to meet your demands. Okay, there we go. There we go. My gun clicked. I ran out of bullets. A predator took this chance to lunge at me, but they were kicked away at a second's notice. Rafayel placed himself between me and the looming threat. Thud. He slammed a trash can against the predator's head.
20 drinks and extra free time outside every day.
Deal.
Damn it! I'm an S-class predator. Are you even treating this seriously?
Go, Rafayel. As soon as the words left my mouth, flames rained down. Carried by the night wind, they devoured the predator's horde. Dark figures crumbled as towering flames engulfed them. The air was filled with the never-ending chorus of screams.
Where did this monster come from?
The screaming and waves of approaching predators disappeared as they were consumed by the crackling flames. So badass, isn't it? Yeah! I raised my head. An unsettling quietness fell over the street. It's as if everything was business as usual. The only sound I heard was the soft clink of swinging shackles. He stopped in front of me and purposely reached for the badge hanging on my chest.
LCBI Operations, Sector 1, Special Enforcer. It's time for you to keep your promise.
Maybe please try to make those screams.
Scratch that. You'll be my dear supervisor.
It's me screaming for him to kiss me. Rafayel was shrouded in mystery. If he could escape at any time, then why did he choose to stay at the LCBI? And why did he obediently follow me back after that day? Wilma was curious about this. In her words, the conflict between ordinary people and the predators will inevitably escalate. Before effective weapons or a cure for the predator virus can be developed, my approach might be successful. As the only enforcer who survived living with a predator for 30 days, I became a valuable research subject. After a month of coexistence, I thought I found a way to balance the power dynamic in our relationship. The most important element was...
Did you get it?
Raphael's eager gaze landed on the shopping bag in my hand. They ran out of the honeydew one, so I got coconut instead. Do you want to try it? His expression faltered, but he still took the straw and poked it into each yogurt drink in succession like before. I can't tell if he's hard to please or easy to please. I love the blue in his hair. I would love to do my hair that color, but I think my hairstylist would kill me if I tried that. In the testing arena, the second weapon trial concluded earlier than I expected. The battle barely lasted 10 minutes before the new combat robots were reduced to nothing more than scrap metal. In stark contrast to Raphael's composure, the observers and experts responsible for recording the data were quiet.
These predators are nothing but monsters. They should all be exterminated.
Raphael ignored the outburst. He lazily stretched on the spot and walked towards me as I stood in a corner. I wasn't sure when it started, but coming to me first after finishing the trials became a habit of his. He's like a puppy, people. He is literally a fucking puppy. And now he's wearing his little cute outfit, which I have on my account. I love this outfit. To gather more observational data, the LCBI didn't place any restrictions on Raphael's movements. Since I was worried he might cause more trouble, I had to keep a closer eye on him. I cleared out the storage room in my apartment and set up a small bed to serve as his temporary living space. Having returned home, Raphael sat cross-legged on the sofa and changed the TV channel. It was past midnight, and the late-night program aired a classic romantic movie. If he had been more enthusiastic, that 60-year-old researcher would have had a heart attack.
But when his wig flew off, everyone was entertained, yeah.
He tossed the empty yogurt bottle into the trash can.
By the way, does this yogurt drink really cost you a day's worth of your salary? You're not lying to me, right?
I nervously chewed on my straw and guiltily averted my gaze. Yeah, it's expensive. The economy isn't great right now. The housing market crashed, deflation. Even the mayor's cat has to settle for less. If it weren't for my boundless compassion, could anyone afford to cater to your delicate palate?
Are you sure it's not because you're poor?
Fucking called out! exposed. Don't need to call me for being poor. You fish bitch. He innocently asked the question without a hint of malice. I can only respond through gritted teeth. Why don't you earn some money and help out then? The genuine confusion and bewilderment in his eyes made it impossible for me to stay annoyed. It was hard to believe that he used to be an opera singer. Calling us poor while asking for spare change is crazy. I'm gonna cushion. I scooted a little closer to him. I'm just saying, peeps. After I get Zane's ultimate montage done, Raphael's just gonna be more me laughing than screaming. Raphael, do you remember what you were like when you used to sing?
Nope.
Have you ever wondered if the person you are right now might not be your true self?
You seem to be curious about me. Very curious.
Yeah, because I am.
What about you, though? You're in a rut. Have you ever stopped to think about what you really want? Do you want me to help you kill them?
When this music comes on, you know some shit's about to go down. He met my gaze. The corner of his eyes appeared sharp in the dim lighting. Who are you talking about?
Those useless higher-ups at your LCBI. Don't you want to do it? Or are you too much of a scaredy cat?
Turned so serious all of a sudden. Raphael suddenly leaned in and rested his right hand next to me. Oh. Ah!
They ignore your well-being and force you to watch over a predator who can end your life at any moment.
I meant to read that. I apologize. Raphael suddenly leaned in and rested his right hand next to me. I shifted and my knees bent slightly to press against his abdomen, but I can't move anymore. Oh, Christ. Peeps.
Yet they turn a blind eye to what you truly want. It's something even a child could understand. You should at least know that.
He lowered his gaze, and then he smiled.
Scared of me now?
No. More
Are
intrigued.
you thinking that a predator's tendency to destroy and kill overpowers their emotions, so you shouldn't let your guard down?
His fingertips glided across my back as I tried to get up. The restraint on my wrist loosened. He pulled his hand back and waved something in front of my eyes. It's the remote.
Can I change the channel?
You can't just say, do you want me to kill them for you? And then 2 seconds later, can I change the channel? Bruh, this guy is so bipolar. This guy. Peeps, I'm genuinely convinced that Raphael's got bipolar disorder. Genuinely. Fuming, I snatched the remote from him and turned the TV off before he could protest. It's almost morning. Go to bed.
Okay. Sure.
I love it. Oh my god. I woke up in a cold sweat. I had a nightmare where Raphael tore me apart and ate my flesh, and my cat is destroying my office. I pushed open the door to the side bedroom. In fact, speaking of the cat, what's he doing? I don't know. I pushed it open to the side bedroom. The bed was empty. Even the blanket lost all its warmth. Did he run away? I scanned my surroundings. The front door was still locked from the inside, and all the windows and doors in the bedroom and living room were intact.
Let me go.
The sound was coming from the balcony. I expected the worst, so I rushed through the living room. I yanked the glass door open. Oh no. What's he done? In daylight's embrace, Raphael stood on the window frame. Carrying a struggling, burly man over his left shoulder, he lowered him to the floor.
Let me go. Damn it.
Bodies covered the tiles. Predators were stacked one on top of another, and then their hands were bound behind their backs. Their wails filled the air as if they were in a constant state of agony. I recognized several of them. They were notorious criminals from many wanted posters. They always managed to escape the authorities, however. Raphael pulled out a calculator. His fingers flew over the keys before he held it up to me. I saw a string of numbers on its display.
3 B class, 4 A class, and 1 S class. All of them are predators with criminal records. The LCBI wants them arrested too. This is the total of their bounties. Is that enough to cover our living expenses for a month?
No! He took last night seriously? The neighbor, who was watering flowers on the adjacent balcony, overheard the commotion and looked at us.
Ah! Oh no! There are predators everywhere!
He does care! My heart! We love him! As Rafayel embraced his predatory nature and started making some money, the third weapon trial arrived as scheduled. I heard the robots were upgraded with an improved automatic defense system this time. Their shooting capabilities have been enhanced as well. The plan was to have the trial last longer than the previous ones. Fortunately, at the 30-minute mark, Rafayel managed to twist off the head of the third robot and tossed it into the equipment salvage area.
How did he manage to pull that off?
Wait, what did he do? He got tons of predators so we could arrest them and we could get the money for the bounty so he could cover our living expenses for a month. Oh, god damn it.
70% of Unit 1 has been compromised. Unit 3 and Unit 4 are in an even worse state. 90% of their integrity has been destroyed.
A somber mood engulfed the observation room, yet I couldn't help but feel relieved. As Rafayel emerged from the testing arena, everyone's gazes were on him. The fear and disgust were apparent. Oh, he looks pissed. He ignored their scrutinizing looks and walked towards me as usual, but his brow furrowed when he took my hand. He seemed to be
Why are you
concerned.
sweating so much? Your hands are cold too.
Unable to offer him an explanation, I shook my head. For a moment, I almost thought he wouldn't make it out alive. It's nothing. You did great today, and I prepared a reward for you.
You're treating me like some kind of pet. Huh.
I mean, how many times have we made the joke that you're going to be a pet? It was a light-hearted remark, but he tightened his grip on my hand. Oh dear. That smirk, I know, right? It was dusk when we arrived at the entrance of the White Whale Theatre. Posters for Siren's song were plastered everywhere. During the short walk from the entrance to our seats, countless people turned their heads to catch a glimpse of him. The sound of steady breathing was next to me. We were barely 10 minutes into the performance. Oh shit, I didn't mean to click that. Unable to bear it any longer, I gently kicked his ankle. Rafayel slightly swayed his head before it fell on my shoulder. He didn't fucking fall asleep. He did! The Pookie's falling asleep. I can't believe your artistic sensibilities were thoroughly eroded. I had originally planned to take him back to relive that familiar performance, hoping to learn more about his past. I let out a silent sigh. People began to leave. As we made our way to the exit, he rubbed his eyes and tossed a crumpled program brochure into a nearby trash bin.
The lead opera singer was terrible. 5 notes were off key in a single line. Also, that final high note was more like a shout.
The missile is very tired. The missile is EP. His words instantly drew a flurry of hostile glares from those around us. Embarrassed, I lowered my head and tried to hurry him toward the exit, but a well-dressed middle-aged man stopped us.
Excuse me. I'm the opera manager. Could I talk to you two in private?
Oh, God. Is there something we can help you with?
My apologies for the sudden intrusion. You see,
Guys, I'm scared. His lips are so kissable, I'm unwell. The opera manager wasted no time in explaining why he approached us. The terrible lead opera singer Rafayel scrutinized was injured recently. Moreover, an important performance was scheduled in a month. All of Lincoln's VIPs would be attending it. Rafayel's build and appearance closely resembled the masked protagonist on the opera's poster. Consequently, the opera manager hoped he would be an understudy for the role. Oh, God.
come to think of it, your friend here bears a striking resemblance to that famous opera singer from several years ago.
Oh, God. Why? Which one?
You know, Raphael. Haven't you heard of him?
You're right. This isn't the first time someone made that comparison. That outfit, yes! Raphael emerged from the fitting room. He wore an expensive formal outfit. The suit boasted a snow-white lining with a perfectly tailored jacket, intricate embroidery, and beads adorned the collar.
It's a bit tight around the neck.
I stepped closer and I loosened his collar. What about now? Raphael gave me a thumbs up. Upon seeing him, the opera manager's eyes sparkled with excitement.
Excellent. Excellent. I knew I was right about you. You're the understudy we've been looking for.
This is probably not going to end very well, we're just saying, peeps. An opportunity to make money fell right into our laps. Of course I refused to let it slip away. Not to mention, I was curious to see how Raphael, who didn't remember anything about his past, would intercept a role that might be tied to his own history. Raphael, here's our chance to make some money!
Huh?
Yeah, he's from the Southern District. He doesn't have an official ID for this area, so we need to keep things off the record.
Well, since he'll be an understudy, we don't expect him to actually sing. In terms of payment.
Oh, he's looking a little bit anxious. He can sing. 5 minutes later, using the sheet music, Raphael finished performing a segment of Siren's song. Already a crowd of onlookers gathered at the dressing room door. And we did not hear it. You know, I get so big Phantom of the Opera vibes from him. Worried that his identity might be exposed, I grabbed a mask from the makeup table and put it on his face.
Why do I have to wear this?
Don't move. In many stories, the protagonist often wears a mask when he kills people. His enemies only caught a glimpse of his face in their final moments. Raphael, however, only responded with confusion. He rubbed his chin against my palm. It tickles. Only then did I realize that his past was bright and full of hope. It was a masterpiece, crafted by a painter or a singer who poured every ounce of passion into their life's work.
Hey, snap out of it. We're about to sign the contract. Make sure you check the payment and clauses later.
Oh dear. Raphael walked over and took my hand. My heart suddenly started racing before I knew
I
it.
want her as my assistant, and she gets her own salary. Add that to the contract we talked about.
It's just like Flurry the Platypus. After the meeting ended, Wilma stalked me at the door of the conference room. She gave me the morning newspaper. Health Department director found dead in private residence underground parking garage last night. Suspected to be a victim of a predator attack. Renowned philanthropist found in basement with his hands tied behind his back. Body covered in fluorescent spray paint that spells out the word shame. Riots caused by the predators became more and more frequent. A cloud of unease hung over the city. Citizens continued to take to the streets and demanded the authorities implement laws to control or even exterminate the predators.
Higher-ups secured a large amount of funding. They say it's from Ever.
Of course.
For developing weapons against the predators.
Of course, Ever are getting involved again. Fucking
Do you
Ever.
realize what this means?
No. Holding several documents, she sighed and patted my shoulder.
Your predator pet will have a short life.
No. She was right. To regain the public's trust and quell the anger, the authorities must announce a solution for dealing with the predators. That made Raphael, an obedient Triple S class predator, the perfect target. Mulling over my anxious thoughts, I arrived at the testing arena. Raphael leaned against the doorway. Emerging from the shadows, his figure was softly illuminated by the corridor's motion sensor lights. Have you been waiting long?
Not really.
That meant he just finished. The trial must have lasted longer than usual this time. I touched the faint bruise at the corner of his mouth. Words formed and perished on my lips. Ever better not do anything? I know. The tensions between the predators and ordinary citizens that continued to build finally erupted into a large-scale protest on Saturday. Protesters demanded that the authorities take action against the predators within the population and implement strict laws. Riots were almost an everyday occurrence. For safety reasons, many roads were barricaded and guarded by armed personnel. Yet, beneath the security cordon, the prime viewing spot along the Severn River will still host a magnificent floating stage constructed right on schedule. Siren Song, produced by White Whale Theatrical Troupe, was set to begin at 7 p.m. Raphael, are you nervous? I looked up only to be momentarily stunned by his eye-catching reflection in the mirror. The makeup artist adjusted Raphael's cuffs. Unable to move, he lifted his head to meet my gaze.
Why would I be? Didn't you say you wanted to hear me sing?
I do want to hear him sing. The exclusive Riverside seats welcomed their distinguished guests when there was only a minute left before the curtains rose. The city's elites were always fashionably late if it means they can make a grand entrance. The spotlights above the circular stands dimmed one by one. The sunset's golden rays danced across the river's surface. As twilight dyed the sky, the performance began. A barge emerged from the infernal night mist. Shadowy figures slowly materialized from the darkness. The voice was unlike anything the audience heard, yet no one understood why it sounded different. The more intently they listened, the more elusive the voice became. As the performance reached a climax, photographers forgot to press their shutter buttons. Critics' pens fell silent, and even the elite stopped their lofty discussions. Years later, I would still firmly believe that in those few moments, everyone at the performance thought of one thing. This would be a night celebrated and remembered for generations to come. Oh, my days! After the show, rain fell. The luxury cars parked along the streets drove away one at a time. With an umbrella, I rushed to the temporary waiting room on the roadside as soon as the opera ended. Raphael emerged from it alone. His unruly hair was damp from the rain. His thin, loose pants clung to his legs, and his embroidered suit looked as if it was drenched. It appeared stuck to his body.
Screeching about at the end. All that noise made my head hurt.
They were giving you a round of applause. After a performance, everyone cheers for you. How can you not remember that? I wasn't sure why I felt the need to explain. Looking down, I noticed how soaked his shoes were. Never mind, let's get you out of here. Raphael patted his pocket before opening his hand. In his palm lay several opulent rings.
The lead opera singer gave them to me. He said I did an okay job as his substitute. I also embodied his style. Sort of, anyway. I only asked, "Who are you again?" And he stormed off and slammed the door behind him. He has no manners.
After Raphael's supposed death, imitators popped up like there was no tomorrow. This actor was one of them. In fact, he was the most convincing copycat out of the group. They said he had performances at home and abroad scheduled well into next year. If these rings were from this rising star, they were probably valuable. The cheers and applause you heard were for you. The people in the audience didn't show up for anyone else. They wanted to see you. You're not anyone's substitute, Raphael. You're the one they admire and aspire to be.
So, you want him?
As I collected my thoughts, I smiled at him and waved.
You want 10? I don't have that many.
I wasn't implying that at all. I opened my mouth to explain myself, but I changed my mind. Amidst the array of dazzling jewels, I pointed out the most understated one. It was the ring he put on before the performance. I want the one you're wearing on my ring finger. He gently took my hand. His skin brushed against mine as he slid the simple band over my finger. You wanted to give me a ring. Is it because you like it?
It's valuable. I thought you might like it since it's worth a lot.
Thank you. A bunch of theater managers mistook me for your agent. They asked for your contact
Did you
info.
tell them I bite? And how painful my bites are? They might even die from it.
This is really sweet. I'm scared because I feel like this is going to go horrible. Right, ads, we're not starting in 10 minutes. Go away. Leave my viewers alone. The rain stopped and the air along the riverbank was infused with the fresh scent of wet grass.
Do you want me to go with them?
Why are you cooperating with the LCBI? Unexpectedly, we blurted out our questions at the same time. With your skills, it wouldn't be hard to overpower a few enforcers, hijack a patrol car, and then drive on Lincoln 24 to reach the Southern District. Since they planted a control device in you, I can help you find a way to deal with it. Raphael stopped in his tracks. When he spoke, his words lacked any warmth. They were as cold as the lingering raindrops on my
Have you ever
skin.
seen how the predators feed? They use their claws to make an incision along their prey's spine, then tear it apart. The predators start eating the internal organs before moving on to the muscles and flesh on your bones.
How did this turn from cute to gross? Oh, Mim. What? What did I do?
They're no different from hyenas. Dismembered limbs everywhere. I don't like it.
Do you like being with us then? Well, I guess the answer is no. In the end, the predators and ordinary people were fundamentally different. Yet with his primal instincts and innate behavior, he neither failed to recognize these differences or chose to disregard them. Raphael's gaze returned to me.
In your eyes, am I no different from the other predators? Forget it.
Before I could respond, he abruptly turned away. His irritation was palpable. He walked to the edge of the bridge, his eyes fixed on the river's inky depths.
You blind.
A patrol car sped past us on the wet road. A bottle flew out of its lowered window. In an instant, Raphael shielded me with his body.
Why are you hiding? Pig, who said you two could sneak off and...
You kicked the ad break for us? Yeah, I did. I kicked it. I can only kick it 3 times a stream, though. So, and again, just as I say that, it comes up, because it tells me when it's going to happen. Before I could even register what was happening, the patrol car skidded and careened off the left guardrail. The unconscious driver was slumped over the deployed airbag. Oh, and he changed into that real quick. The man in the passenger seat instantly sobered up from shock. When Raphael dragged him out of the car, he frantically clawed at Raphael's hands and begged for
As
mercy.
you can see, snapping their necks and tossing them over the bridge would be easy. I wouldn't hesitate to do it. I won't show a sliver of mercy either. But you tell me I shouldn't. You always sympathize with these so-called companions.
Oh my god. I'm so tense now. He pinned the man to the ground and used a torn seatbelt to bind his hands behind his back. He unceremoniously tossed him into the trunk.
This is the real difference between us.
The searchlight on top of the bridge swept across his face. The harsh glare danced across his features. Ad, go away.
Cutie.
Oh, he called us cutie. Shit. I love you, please don't be Yankee. He suddenly said my name. What?
Even after learning all that, will you still let me come home with you?
Oh, God. I finally reached the LCBI building. I pushed through the sea of protesters and strikers that filled the streets. The corridors were filled with staff who had phones to their shoulders and ears. They hurried from place to place. The 7th Provision, aimed to control the predators, had entered the drafting stage. Everything seemed to be moving in a direction that promised to breathe new life into the city again. The 4th trial commenced as scheduled.
We set everything at the highest possible level. It's about time we made this predator suffer. Are you ready?
It worked! Look at the Predator. It's never been beaten this badly before.
Once they collected enough data, the researchers finally ended the trial. It lasted 94 minutes and 5 seconds. It was 3 times longer than the trial before.
I was hoping that predator would die today.
If we're going to watch it die, we might as well broadcast it, so the entire city can watch. Then everyone can see we developed a weapon to use against the Predators.
This is genuinely making me angry.
We owe it to that brand new energy vein they discovered underground in the Southern District. The protocol thing.
Yeah, I heard Ever is already preparing to start their mining operations.
No wonder the investment got approved just like that. They're probably planning to clean out all the predators in that area before proceeding with the energy extraction.
The conversation abruptly stopped. Down the seamlessly endless corridor, a crowd surrounded a middle-aged man as he left. I couldn't make out his face, but I heard he was a trusted confine of Ever's shadow director. As soon as the crowd dispersed, I swiftly made my way to the testing arena. I reached for the door handle. I pulled the door open. I was about to say his name. He collapsed into my arms as if his soul was sucked out of his body. Open wounds were visible between his fingers and some still oozed blood. Rafayel tapped my forehead as if his injuries weren't concerning in the slightest.
Something's been bothering you all day. What's wrong?
I was afraid you were going to die. He didn't take my hand this time. He was probably worried his blood would get on it.
Why? People die every day.
It's not easy to explain. Just try to prioritize your well-being next time. If it's too much for you, just fake it so the trial ends early. Got it?
You're weird. But okay.
As the combat program system evolved, the chances of survival dying in the next experiment or the one after increased. A plan formed in my mind. I was going to help him escape. I couldn't explain why I was doing it. I just knew I refused to stand back and watch him fade away. But if I let him leave, the authorities will do everything in their power to bring him back. The safest option is to make everyone believe he's dead. After extensive inquiries, I obtained information from other contacts about several S-Class Predators fugitives. The dilapidated building before me, teeming on the riverbank, served as their hideout.
Wouldn't it be faster to just charge in and dump them at the LCBI's doorstep?
If it were that easy, we would always be buried in work. If you don't want the entire city hunting you down, follow me.
Fine. I'll pretend I'm slowly approaching them before acting like I can't handle them.
Do you know what's really bad? I started doing that at work.
Around us, I'll make my escape.
Why is chat crying? Because they're trying to kill Rafayel, and we're trying to save him. Anguish choked my heart, but I forced myself to smile and nod. Rafayel glanced at me, and then he turned away and sighed.
I'll be waiting. Don't leave me hanging for too long.
His figure quickly vanished behind the dilapidated building. Everything was ready. I grabbed my comms device and contacted my colleagues at the LCBI. I spotted 3 predators in the intersection of the city's north and west sectors. All of them are confirmed S-Class criminals on our list. 2 of them are also the prime suspects in the recent bombing incident. The mention of the potentially high-profile arrest immediately perked up the team on the other end.
Understood. We'll immediately request the tactical unit to be deployed to your location. Keep the comms channel open for updates.
Oh, this is going to break my heart. Welcome on in, Raven. Our goal here is to round up all these predators. As soon as the large group of enforcers arrived, these predator criminals quickly sensed something was off. When my comms device buzzed, I answered the call with unwavering composure. As expected, I was greeted by a less than friendly voice.
Call off your people now. Otherwise, your lapdog dies.
Go ahead then. Do it. I've been wanting to get rid of him for a while now anyway.
We were all humans once. You think I don't see through your act? Just as I thought. You never saw us as humans. You can't even save your obedient lapdog. But you have the audacity to claim you'll save the whole city. Hey, say something to your master. Let her hear.
I didn't know what was going on over there, but I knew Rafayel hadn't said a single word. In the midst of complete silence, a familiar voice reached my ears.
You left me. Is it because you hate me?
No, I didn't. This is killing me. Yes.
Should I stay here?
Yes.
Okay.
My comms device vibrated twice in my pocket. It was quiet and unmistakable, and I knew what it went. All I had to do was give the signal.
Target has been surrounded, Enforcer. When should we move?
The building was rigged with explosives. Taking care of these predators wouldn't be a challenge. Not to mention, my true motive will be revealed if this continues to drag on. And Rafayel will return to the LCBI while a more qualified enforcer replaced me. There was no time to lose. I opened all the comms channels. More people needed to witness his death in this accident. Attention all units. The building before you has 2 prime suspects behind the recent Magnolia Square bombing. The year is almost over, and Operation Sector 1 has been behind on arrests. It's time we changed that and earned ourselves some points. Cheers erupted across all channels, but one voice.
Have you lost your mind? The Predator is still in there. You can't just...
I cut off her transmission and issued the command without any hesitation. Do it. The explosion roared to life. The 3-story building crumbled along its support columns. Flames licked away at the walls and peeled them away like paper. Chunks of debris plummeted into the river behind us and sent massive waves crashing against the shore. But I knew Rafayel would find a way out using his skills. My heart was steeped in anticipation and dread as it raced. I ran to the riverbank. In the darkness I found what I hoped to see, a pair of eyes shining with the river. He waited. Maybe he wanted to hear me say his name one last time. But I remained silent. He gave me one last look before slipping below the water's surface. He vanished without looking back. That night I had a dream. Rafayel transformed into a fish and swam to a distant shore that stretched into the distance. His fins morphed into legs and he stepped onto a beautiful, breathtaking land. Instead of singing, he picked up a paintbrush. Effortlessly... No gloop 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 right now. This hurts, genuinely it does. Instead of singing, he picked up a paintbrush. Effortlessly, he filled a canvas with intricate patterns of light. His hands were elegant as ever. Even if he'll never sing again, I was sure he'd be a wonderful artist. 1 year later. The winter sky had darkened. Only the LCBI's towering building is a blaze of light. Inside, staff from various departments works well into the night.
See the news report 10 minutes ago? Get here pronto. We have an emergency. Who else could it be? Flow and Fire just emailed their next hit list to the mayor's inbox. They're treating the transportation department's archives like their own personal playground. Just come in. If anything, do it for Lincoln. You know Ever's protocore mining operations have already...
A year passed since then. I hadn't seen Rafayel since. He vanished without a trace. There were rumors of someone who looked like him among the predators in the underground world, but these sightings were fleeting at best. I was working tirelessly to improve my position within the LCBI. I needed to find Rafayel and see how he was doing. If he was still alive. But every lead turned into a dead end. Meanwhile, a symbol continued to appear at various crime scenes, a black flame. It was the cool sign of Flowing Fire, a predator organization that recently appeared. All their members were from the improvised Southern District. An hour later, the bureau chief stormed into the LCBI's conference room. His face barely masked his indignation.
Damned predators knew about our plan and deployment beforehand.
Before the meeting, she told me about a certain rumor. The higher-ups apparently agreed to a large-scale collaboration with Ever. Whether the true objective was to exterminate the predators or secure protocore veins, no one was certain. I regret to report that Flowing Fire has intermediate knowledge about our every move, yet we remain in the dark about their operations. The only concrete information we have at the moment is that their leader, Tamino, being an extremely dangerous triple S class rated predator. Honestly, I'm missing out a lot because I'm new here. That's fine. So honestly, we'll pick it up, and I'm sure my chat was more than happy to help you out, catch up to speed. This will be going on YouTube as well because I have got a full-time YouTube channel. So if you need to, when the video comes out, you can watch that as well to catch up with what happened. My eyes are so droopy, but I have to say for Caleb, freed up, stay strong. You got this, babe. Oh dear. He managed to bring in even the most dangerous predators to heal. These were individuals who decapitated their allies for sport. In addition, they were carrying out a series of meticulously planned operations. They treated the mansions of Lincoln's elite as their personal playground for criminal activities. Tomino's whereabouts are unknown. No one has seen him to this day. A heavy silence hung over the room as I delivered my report. The bureau chief's expression grew increasingly grim with every word.
The seventh provision of the Predator Management Act is about to go into effect. We cannot allow them to interfere. Operations Sector 1 will handle this. You must arrest him and bring him to justice before then.
We love you, Mim. Oh, I love you guys too. Yes, Chief. I'm really sad this is my last Twitch stream until I move now. I'm gonna miss streaming for like a few weeks. Oh. In one of the southern district's abandoned buildings, the data broker stood with his trench coat collar turned up. We exchanged glances.
Same as always, you know the price.
He discreetly signaled a number with his fingers. Although it wasn't cheap, it was reasonable.
By the way, why are you interested in Tamino? Are you serious about arresting him? Let me give you some advice. Quit your job as an enforcer while you still can.
Bruh.
When the Predators finally take over the city, the enforcers will be the first one they go after.
I appreciate your concern, and from now on, if you find any leads related to Flow and Fire, contact me immediately. Darkness enshrouded the winter sky. As I approached my car, I noticed how my shadow moved more quickly. I reached for the car door while turning around to shoot behind me, but before I could react, a dark figure dropped down from above. I fell to the ground and a dull ache radiated from my forehead.
What did I tell you? It's an enforcer.
Killing her will be too kind. You have no idea what those LCBI bastards are capable of.
We know who that is. A scorching gust cut through the evening air. Flames erupted and consumed the two figures in my priority. English is not my first language. When they died out, a shadowy figure emerged from the darkness. He slowly advanced towards me.
LCBI operations, Sector 1, Special Enforcer.
Hearing that familiar voice, I looked up in disbelief. I saw a face I hadn't seen in a long, long time. Hi.
They say you're looking for a predator named Tamino. He's a notorious criminal who's capable of committing any evil deed. A regular face on your internal lists, so they say.
Rafayel caressed my hand, but his fingers suddenly froze and they brushed against the ring on my ring finger.
What? You don't recognize me anymore?
Oh. Rafayel brings me to Flow and Fire's underground base. The predators encircle me, and their excited whistles pierce the air.
Let's skin her and hang her corpse by the door of the LCBI's building by dawn. Let's show those enforcers what happens to the people who oppose us.
Why don't we just eat her? It's been ages since we had a proper meal.
How about no?
Everyone out. Now.
The room falls silent. No one dares to defy his command.
Focus.
I can't. I'm too distracted. I look up and realize we're alone in the warehouse. Rafayel lifts my chin with the tip of his dagger, so I'm forced to meet his gaze.
You're capable and not stupid. But you still manage to get caught by the predators.
Sorry.
If all enforcers are like you, Lincoln's future is pretty bleak.
My silence seems to irk him. He changes his
For
approach.
3 months you had people dig up info about Flow and Fire and me. How did that go? Did you find anything interesting?
So the Foreign and Evers and the LCBI side really was you. Did you bring me here to kill me then?
Kill you? No. I'm more curious about what it's like to keep someone as a pet. When I feel like it, I'll give you some attention. If I lose interest, I'll toss you aside. That way, I can watch you beg and call me master.
Oh my lord.
Doesn't
Babes!
sound fun.
No!
Like taming a wild animal.
The tension between us is taut like an invisible bowstring. It's pulled and pulled until a buzz interrupts the stalemate. My phone. Oh no, someone from the LCBI is calling.
You want to call for help? Allow me.
Oh Christ, what's he gonna do? Before I can respond, Raphael grabs my phone and answers it. He starts speaking without giving the caller a chance to talk. Oh no, what's he gonna do?
Hey, I'm Tamino. Yeah, I'm the guy you're trying to arrest. I have your colleague. I know you can trace this call to find Flo and Fire's base. But if you step into this area, she dies. So what do you plan to do?
Oh my gosh. The other end of the line is quiet. Then they speak in a place and tone. They'll consider negotiating. But their real intentions are clear. The LCBI has no reason to give up this golden opportunity for an expendable enforcer like me. Before they can even negotiate, however, Raphael ends the call.
You poor thing. Even your colleagues are ready to sacrifice you in the name of justice.
Either Loki has learned how to do something downstairs or he's making a lot of racket. What? He is hot. Hello. Hello. I'm lost for words. Thoughts surge to the tip of my tongue, only to be swallowed back. In the end, I shake my head. That's link on for you. Everyone only cares about themselves. It's the status quo. Raphael, is this your way of getting back at me?
I'm not doing this all for the sake of revenge. I'm after bigger fish, the LCBI. You're just the bait to lure in those idiots so I can catch them in one go. Don't believe me?
They discovered an underground vein of protocors and developed weapons powered by this energy source.
Do I look like I'm unaware of what's going on in the outside world?
Never mind, Loki's here then. Raphael's lips curl into a half smile as he's mocking my good intentions.
Let them try. We'll see if their fancy bullets kill me before I rip out their throats.
There's nothing left for us to say to each other. I lower my gaze and wait for the death that could arrive at any moment.
Although, how does the third option sound?
Wait, I have a third option? What's the third option?
You can live, but only if you become a predator like me.
Are we immune in this one? What the hell's wrong?
We'll be the same.
Loki, what the fuck is the matter with you? His last words are barely above a whisper. Certain I won't refuse, he quickly moves his head towards my neck. Oh, you're wrong. I'm not here to save people, the predators, or this city. The only person I want to save is you. It's always been you. His fangs, mere centimeters away from my skin, pause upon hearing my words.
Do you honestly think I'll allow your lies to deceive me again?
I was wondering what the hype behind this game was, and it really did only take 2 seconds to get it. Welcome to Love and Deepspace, or as we call it, Love and Depression. Believe it or not, I never once thought about leaving you behind.
Then why won't you become another predator like me? Wouldn't it be easier? Those normal people you're around are stupid and selfish. They created the predators, and now they're playing the blame game and pretending to be heroes. Will anything good come out of siding with them? Join me. I'll turn this entire city into our paradise.
About that. Oh my god, it's 11:30 already. Shit. As if possessed, I close my eyes. I almost believe that the future Raphael speaks of, our future, could become a reality. Yet before his fangs pierce my skin, the door suddenly bursts open. Oh no. Dozens of guns are pointed at us. There's no way out.
Looks like your LCBI friends want us to die together. It's sort of romantic being star-crossed lovers.
Oh my god. Raphael remains calm, as if he anticipated this dangerous turn of events. But in spite of that, I can't shake off the fear that he might die here. Right, Frida, I'm going to say this now. It's 11:30. I'm not going to be able to get Caleb's story done today. We'll be doing Caleb's tomorrow. I'm going to do an additional stream for it. So if you need to get sleep, go to sleep. Seriously, I'm not going to be mad at you. And I love you. I really do. But in spite of that, yeah, we read that bit. My bad.
Let's do one last gamble. I bet you can't catch me.
What? Whew. As his words hang in the air, a wall of fire materializes. We're separated from everyone else. The scorching heat knocks everyone off their feet, and by the time I come to my senses, Raphael has disappeared. Tamino's true identity is confirmed. He's Raphael, who supposedly died during a previous arrest. As his former supervisor, I'm suspended from duty due to our ambiguous relationship. They say I'm reprimanding. Or recuperating. Sorry, my English is not great. Flowing Fire issues a statement. They plan to give Lincoln a special gift on the day the 7th provision goes into effect. These events are the only thing the headlines talk about. They're featured on the front page of every major newspaper. Tucked away in a small corner of the morning paper is an unassuming announcement. Siren's Song, once performed by the Sirens River, will be screened tonight at the White Whale Theatre. I pack up my office supplies. I plan to slip away under the cover of night.
I had a cat once. It ran away from home. I know how you feel.
The voice behind me breaks the silence. It's Winora. Huh? She hands me a stack of confidential documents labeled Cure for Predator Virus and walks away. Her high heels click and clank against the floor. But the one I want to save? I don't care about humanity, the predators, or even this city. It's always been Raphael. He's the only one who reached for my hand without any hesitation. Oh, this is sad. You know what? I really could use a cuddle from my husband right about now. Gosh. The flames of conflict spread from the southern district to the city centre. With unrest ready to explode like a power keg, the authorities have imposed a 24-hour curfew. Even in broad daylight, the usually bustling streets are eerily deserted. In the dimly lit room, the screen flickers. It shows Raphael slowly sinking into the water as he stands up onto the barge. I realise something. I never truly understood him. He's an opera singer, a predator, and after our reunion, the leader of Flowing Fire. Cuddle the plushie. Where did I put plushie? Plushie's here. I need my husband. Where is he? But who is he really? Maybe I want more than a fleeting embrace. I yearn to witness his journey until the end of time. The theatre's main door swings open. A backlit figure walks down the steps, its form sticking out like a sore thumb against the light. I turn to see who it is, and I'm not surprised. You knew I was here?
The LCBI HQ is nothing but rubble now. I didn't see you there. I guess you don't even appreciate the performance I meticulously created for you.
He navigates the narrow aisle and sits next to me. Now that Lincoln is your stage, do you really need me in the audience? His expression slowly hardens and a chill settles over his features.
Do you think I care what happens to this city?
Shit. I hope I have enough phone battery to get me through this. Thanks for the hugs. His head is slightly lowered and his face is like a canvas where light and shadow intertwine.
It's easy for me to get what other people desire. Always has been. But I never knew what I truly wanted for myself. When I figured it out, well, I have no intention of letting her go. I'll do whatever it takes to make her mine.
Okay, guys. Hear me out. This better be quick, 'cause my phone's on 18% battery. Let's go. We gotta be getting near the end. Come on. A faint rumbling seeps through the walls. Outside, the predators howl like cornered beasts. I have no idea who will win, yet that doesn't matter to me. I know what you're thinking. Do you want to turn me into one of the predators? Alright then. Go ahead. It won't be able to handle Kinlid, or is it plugged in? It's plugged into the capture card, so I can't charge it. I throw my arms around him. Rafayel freezes for a moment before he hugs me back. Turn me into someone who's just like you, and then we'll always be together, right? Oh God. His fangs graze the side of my neck before they sink into my skin. The bite is gentle. It's as if he's afraid of hurting me. Blood trickles down my neck and it stains his lips in a dark crimson. God.
Do you want to leave this place?
Why have I been disconnected? No! Loki.
Let's start a new life in another city.
Oh my God. Oh no, please don't tell me my Twitch has gone down. That's going to be fucking hilarious if it is. Like, Loki, I hope you did not pull anything out. Oh no, this is terrible. Oh no. It's back. Oh, thank Christ. Okay, let's carry this on real quick before... Let's start a new life in another city. Do it. Time seems to slow down, yet also pass in the blink of an eye. I touch the bite mark on my neck. I don't think I ever told you. I can't become a predator. But for predators like you who have gone into a frenzy, my blood seems to have a soothing effect. As he falls to his knees, I cradle his face in my hands. Rafayel, I will never become like you. But I need you to trust me right now. In exchange, I'll give you true freedom. Uh-oh. Walk slowly towards the exit. Over the next month, a whirlwind of major events unfolded. The initiative against predators was declared a failure for the first time. However, on the day the 7th provision was to go into effect, Ever's past experiments were exposed. Everything was revealed on flyers that touched every nook and cranny of the city. While the source remains a mystery, the evidence itself is conclusive and irrefutable. Ever's experiments to artificially create the predators go as back as 20 years ago. They even hid the cure so they could maintain control over the predators. Meanwhile, the LCBI made a public announcement. Flowing Fire was eliminated and I was appointed as chief enforcer to oversee actions related to the predators.
Let me tell you about what I saw that day. Fire's leader, Tamino or Tamabobo, I don't know.
Tamabobo.
Kneeling in front of our best enforcer. She's our chief now.
Yeah, she even said, the target and bounty are mine. Get your own. At least it was something like that.
She wouldn't even loosen her grip on the chain. Talk about being motivated. I never saw someone so determined to take credit.
Quiet, everyone. Our new chief is here.
As soon as I enter the conference room, countless uncertain gazes land on me. I'd like to announce that we confirm the death of Tamino, the leader of Flowing Fire. The body has been disposed of. We have made a significant milestone in our efforts against the predators. I'm also sure you heard the rumors. A series of measures against the predators will be slowly implemented, and Ever will be brought to trial for their actions. A wave of whispers ripple through the room. It quickly subsides. No one dares to voice any objections. Are there any questions? I meet every single person's gaze as I scan the room. The silence remains. Alright then, this concludes our meeting. Abandoned Ever Biolab. Is this the good or bad ending? I don't know. We haven't even gotten to the Kindled yet. Oh my god, ads, go away! Leave my viewers alone! Dim lights cast long shadows along the empty corridors of an abandoned building. This is one of the many facilities that were exposed when Ever's crimes came to light. It's a research base, and its purpose was to conduct experiments on the predators. There's a containment cell on the B1 floor. It was used to confine uncooperative predators. As the footsteps echo, a figure stirs behind the bars of the cell. I want fan for Mim kicking away the ads for us. Don't even. Right, I'm genuinely worried about this phone, so I'm going to quickly go on a quick be right back break. I'm going to swap phones. I will be right back.
Liar.
Look at the Discord real quick. You should have been more careful.
What are you going to do? Will I become your lab rat? Your plaything? Or...
God damn it. I switch on an abandoned surgical light from the operating table and it illuminates Rafayel's face. His gaze meets mine. Confusion and hatred are evident in his eyes. You always assume the worst of me. But when the LCBI raided Ever's underground lab, they found a few intriguing little gadgets. They say this spray can make a predator go into a frenzy. Should we test it out? Not waiting for him to respond, I press the nozzle. A fine mist touches the exposed skin of my wrist. The scent is barely noticeable to me, but how will Rafayel perceive it? By the way, the scent provision will be put on hold for now. The authorities are working on a solution that satisfies the predators and the general population. Given all the factors at play here, wouldn't you agree this is the best outcome? Uh-oh. Oh, he's getting affected. I crouch down and reach between the cage's bars to stroke his head. The faint scent of my wrist wafts around him. New policies will be implemented and the bridge spanning the river will serve as a new boundary. The predators will be free to establish their own... God damn it, Frida. Right, I need to reread that. The predators will be free to establish their own community. Everyone will live separately without interfering in each other's affairs.
I never saw
Plushie,
you as an
plushie.
idealist.
I'm gonna need plushie. Plushie, plushie, plushie. Here we go.
Even if ever is no more. There are others.
They did not pay the VAs enough for this. That's irrelevant. From the very beginning, you're the only one I wanted to whisk away. Rafayel's skin becomes hot to the touch. A feverish heat engulfs him and the muzzle strapped to his face snaps. I notice a hint of emotions I've never seen before in his eyes. I'm surprised my spirits are lifted ever so slightly. Tamino, let's play one last game. If you win, I'll set you free. How does that sound? This is my promise to you. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared.
What
Oh!
am I to you? A madman? A monster? Or just a pitiful prisoner?
Oh, here we go. You're Rafayel. I'll help you remember who you are. Nope.
Too scared to open the cage?
I'm gonna let him bite me twice. Now you know the rule.
That's it? And you actually believe you can tame me?
Help, I know.
Not bad. But is that all you got?
Oh my god. Back.
Too scared to open the cage?
This isn't enough. The desire to consume someone. You feel it too,
This
right?
isn't enough.
Oh my god.
Devour and consume someone. You feel it too, right?
Oh my god, I am not healthy. It'll be over soon. I'm here to help you. Oh, we get to examine the face. Let's go. Yes.
I'm not a toy you can just play with.
Me as I'm nodding his head. No ads. Fuck off. You are not bothering them right now. Oh my god.
That's quite enough.
Is breathing though. Very well done.
You're checking my teeth. There's a muzzle here.
About that. I need to move closer if I want to find that activator. Drag to examine his body. Oh dear. Oh, I can't touch him. No. In his pants, maybe? No, that was Zane.
What is this supposed to be? Another plan of
MC
yours?
is a lot more frisky in this one. I'm appreciating the view we're getting. I mean, area scanned. Oh my god.
I can't stand the look on your face. From this angle, I can rip your throat out if I turn my head.
Try holding down instead of tapping. I'm holding down and that's not working.
Stand the look on your face.
Oh, rub. Why did you guys tell me too late? Lower. Yep. Okay.
I won't repeat myself. Let go of me.
You guys told me too late. You gotta remember my stream is delayed. Is this another sensitive spot of yours? Oh. You have to hold and drag around. Oh god.
Where did you learn to do that?
It's called I can't say the word on YouTube. It's called adult content. Don't move. Oh dear. On his neck. Whoop!
This is to a monster. Only a fool would do that to tame a beast. Ever seen a world consumed by want? When the heart's true desire is the only thing left, everything else fades away.
Subdue. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Oh. Guys, I fucked up. I panicked and pressed it. Okay, I guess we're getting good ending first. Sorry. No, because we...
Why are you the only thing I can see clearly?
Guys, that made me feel a certain way, and I'm not sure how I felt about that. With the fact we bit him? Oh my god. Nestled in the northern part of a peninsula lies Verona. In the mountain's embrace, the town is kissed by a southern sea. In its close-knit community, even the smallest tad-bit of news becomes a hot topic. It spreads from one corner to another over cups of tea and dinner tables. As for the latest gossip, there's a grand old mansion by the sea. It's been empty for years, but it recently got new owners last month.
They painted the whole place white and even made the floor-to-ceiling windows face the sea. It's stunning.
The gentleman buys a bouquet for his lover every day before heading home. He has yet to miss a day.
Nah, because receiving flowers is like a weakness to me.
That explains why she visited my shop and ordered a dozen beautiful vases. She was smiling when she said she'd come back for more.
I'm just acting like I'm eating popcorn. Though their vivid storytelling, the townspeople learn that the newcomers are from a city called Lincoln. Aww. He gets her flowers. The convertible comes to a stop on the coastal road. Breathtaking scenery unfolds before our eyes. The white beach's sand is as soft as silk beneath our feet. There we go. This small town, nestled between the mountains and the sea, feels like a gift from the heavens. This is where you used to live? It's beautiful.
Yeah.
After that day, I resigned from my position at the LCBI, collected my savings, and left Lincoln with Rafayel. Thanks to my careful planning, everyone believed the leader of Flowing Fire had met his end in the prison. As for Rafayel, he left behind his days as a predator. We confessed our feelings to each other, so we knew it was time to leave the chaotic city behind and start a new life together. Have you thought about what we might do for a living here?
How does an antique shop sound? Owning a bookstore or an art gallery works too. I'm okay with any of those.
Then the art gallery?
Why?
I think it's because after a certain night, I had a dream that felt just as real and similar to the present. In my dream, he lived a life full of joy. I want to make it our reality.
Sure, since that's what you want. Turning our home into a proper art studio might be a little tough, though.
Regardless of the path we choose, beyond the threshold of our future are endless possibilities, and that the world is our oyster. Because why was that so fucking cute? They confess their feelings! Well, Mim fucked up and accidentally got the good ending first. So we are going to go back to the potential horny. And we are going to get the abandoned. I'm scared. That was cute. Anyway, time to cry. Very accurate. Time for pain. Scared. Because, you know, why? This time, rub his belly slowly. I tried and it didn't work. I need the next scene again for science. Well, we're not getting the next scene again because I'm not biting this time. Oh, dear. Remember, hold and drag. Okay. Hold and drag, hold and drag, hold and drag. I got it.
What am I to you? A madman? A monster? Or just a
My eyeballs crusty. Oh dear. Tighten the muzzle. I'm gonna see if we get any more voice lines.
That's it? And you actually believe you can tame me?
Yes. I know I can tame you. Okay.
You're giving up already? That's a shame.
Oh, I ain't. Back off.
Too scared to open the cage?
Nope, because we're about to open it in a minute. Boom. Whew.
Too scared to open the cage?
Proceeds to open said cage.
This isn't enough. The desire to devour and consume someone. You feel it too, right?
Yeah. I feel it. It'll be over soon. I'm here to help you. God. Right, so we're gonna...
You're checking my teeth. There's a muzzle here.
Kiss him. I want to.
I'm not a toy you can just play with.
You sure about that?
That's quite enough.
Okay, right. So you want me to hold and move. Well, when I did that, it didn't work. So we're gonna try. Okay, we'll try.
What is this supposed to be? Another plan of yours?
Right. So hold and rub. Hold and rub. Okay. Right. Hold and rub. Don't stress. You have a minute in total. Oh, I now see what you mean. Oh, wait, we can do that? That's the thing. Rub really far south. Better?
Hurry.
Oh, my lord. Okay, right, that's it. You guys are being horny. You guys are being horny. No, we're not doing that. Oh my god, you guys tricked me. Okay, right.
I won't repeat myself. Let go of me.
You say that like it's a surprise. Oh dear. Kate is so going to be questioning me from down here. This is the clip I've seen. Oh god.
did you learn to do that?
I'm just very talented. Don't move. On his neck.
Exposing your weaknesses to a monster. Only a fool would do that to tame a beast.
I don't know why it keeps jumping around here, so please don't.
Ever seen a world consumed by want? When the heart's true desire is the only thing left, everything else fades away. It looks like you lost.
No hesitation. The eyes are so big. Oh dear. As my consciousness fades, I taste the metallic tang of blood on my lips. Raphael gently licks it away. Raphael stands up. The chains drag on the floor and he pins me against the wall.
Don't be afraid. This dull existence will disappear like a bad dream.
God, I think we're all going to need showers after this. Oh my god. A pale, thin light falls across the upper half of his face. His eyes gleam with a manic intensity.
Why don't I just lock you up? You'll live in this cage from now on. Doesn't that sound nice?
Like the surging tides, his voice pulls me into the depths of a boundless sea.
Our promise. It's okay if I'm the only one who keeps it. We'll always be together. Until the end of time.
I'm sorry, but that to me is also not a bad ending. That's also a good ending to me. Is he drowning us? Oh no, he's keeping us as a pet. So his bad ending is actually a good ending? Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. That was a win-win situation for us. Right, oh my god. It is 10 minutes into the morning. I need to get some fucking sleep.